Welcome back to Move It. I'm at ProMat in Chicago. It's one of the largest trade shows for the warehousing and distribution industry. This is our booth to promote the Move It program. You might be surprised to learn that there is a lot of logistics that takes place behind the scenes in order to put on a show of this size. Take a look.
The process begins more than a year before the show opens, with companies selecting their booth locations. They then determine how they want to fill those booths. This show will have over 800 exhibitors and is held at McCormick Place in Chicago, one of the nation's largest exhibition complexes.
So this year's design actually incorporates the elements of our branding campaigns with speed, flexibility, control, and follow through, all the different aspects that are important to our customers.
Our booth is 40 by 80. We have the Logimod, the goods to person workstation, and 6 kiosks with the vertical markets.
The Dematic booth is designed to demonstrate receiving to shipping solutions from Dematic.
We were really trying to go with Yale with the whole warehouse feel. We started researching flooring and to give our look a real warehouse look instead of carpeting, which was quite successful in pulling that off.
But before all this can take place, the materials for the booths and the equipment displayed all have to get here.
We are all pointing towards that first day of move-in, which is a Tuesday prior to the show opening. And that's the first of 5 to 6 days of inbound freight, electrical, carpeting, decorators, riggers, carpenters, and a whole community of resources that come into building what you find here today at ProMat.
Many of the exhibitors rely on their internal expertise to get their booths ready.
Our systems that we actually implement for our customers require a lot of project management and a lot of planning. We take some of the same discipline in the marketing team to actually look at how we need to prepare the demos and have them completed on schedule, and then prepare how they're going to ship to the trade show to really eliminate the amount of effort or the complexity that we have to handle while we're on this show floor to get set up and running quickly.
Most of the exhibit pieces and equipment that will be showcased arrives by truck to special unloading docks at the back of the exhibit hall.
Everything from Europe we ship by sea containers, and then it goes on the train and it will be shipped to the site here. Everything that's in the US we ship by trucks.
We are 5 days out from the start of the show when these trucks line up to drop off equipment and booth display pieces. An elaborate schedule determines when the trucks are to arrive.
What we try to do is target the floor. We start farthest point from the loading dock. That gives us access onto the floor, start working our way to the loading dock. So when we get to the day before the show opens, we're traveling shorter distances, and exhibitors on the other side are set up, and we just start taking the empties out in that order too.
Crews at the docks unload the trailers and transport the equipment and booth pieces to their locations within the hall. Once there, electricians, riggers, and others wire electricity for the booths, hang overhead signs, roll out carpet, set up walls and furniture, and put video and other displays into place.
The centerpiece of the booth is the multi-shuttle technology, and that came in on Tuesday morning, and it was essentially a one-day setup because of the way the rack is constructed, and then the balance of the time was basically just setting pieces of static equipment in place and then doing the controls and software checkout.
By Friday, most of the booths are taking shape. The work continues through Sunday, the day before the show. Then the final piece is added overnight as carpet is rolled out into the aisles and the show is ready to open Monday morning. Over 30,000 people attended this ProMat show, coming from all over the world for the 4-day event. They saw the latest in equipment, technology, and software to keep their warehouses humming. But every good thing must end, and within 15 minutes of the show's closing on Thursday, the carpet team is already rolling up the owl carpets so that lift trucks and other equipment can access the booths. The teardown process takes only a day and a half compared to the 4 or 5 days it required to set everything up.
Well, it goes down a lot quicker than it goes up. By Saturday at noon, you'll never know that this place existed.
Just like in setting up, each exhibitor has a logistical plan for quick, efficient teardown of their booths.
Our goods to person workstation is going back to Europe, and also the kiosk, this goes back to Europe as well. Everything else goes back to Charlotte, North Carolina.
We have a lot of food and beverage product in the Yale booth as part of our display. So MHIA and GES is helping us to coordinate to have that food delivered to a local food bank in Chicago after the show. So we're pretty happy about that.
The following day, only about 16 hours after the show's closing, the hall is barely recognizable for what it was. The trailers are loaded with equipment heading home, and the hall will soon be completely empty once more, which is a good thing because McCormick Place has to prepare this hall for the Chicago Auto Show, which comes in next.